What's up, buddy?
So excited to be on the air with you, my friend.
I know it's been too long, and I'm down here in Florida. I just missed you by pretty much a couple of days. We're probably within 2.5 hours or so of each other, but I know you were working.
Are you in Central Florida?
On the Gulf of America in Cape Coral right now, near Fort Myers.
Nice.
So it's beautiful, as you can see behind me.
So nice. But, what spooky shenanigans do you have going on in that area?
Oh, all kinds of spooky shenanigans. So, we've wandered through on our way down, hit the coast on the way down, into South Carolina to hang out with our peeps from, of course, the network we're broadcasting from, All Access Network Television. Had fun with them at one of the haunted forts in South Carolina. We drove down, hit Orlando, then came over here. We're here till about Friday, and then we're going to head back up. Probably hit a few spooky places like up the coast to St. Augustine, and probably over to Savannah, and then over to South Carolina for another trip. And then back home to good old Cleveland. And be ready for the spooky season. Pretty much one of the reasons why we're here is to announce some of our guests for the spooky season coming up.
You always say we start the spooky season with our ParraConn in Connecticut, right? That's the kickoff.
For us, it is. For us, it is. There's a few other ones that I'll be at, but of course, I'll be promoting Connecticut ParraConn everywhere I'm at, and of course with Wardruna, our two big deals that we have together. Speaking of Wardruna, right there, the better half of me, not including you, Charles. You're my better business half, but
as soon as you said it, did you see that? How she popped up?
Oh yeah. She must be psychic or something.
What happened the other day? What was it that that you beat me to the punch on something just as I was gonna tell you?
Oh, I can't remember what you said. So
it was freaky. It was literally as I was typing something, you were messaging me about it. It was really crazy. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So we're here to reveal some stuff about July 11th. Which is the sixth annual Connecticut ParraConn with two N's.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. We're having a lot of fun with this event in different locations throughout the state. This year, it's in North Haven, which is more central to the state. It's closer to me in New Haven. It's a hotel ballroom. So I think people are going to be really, really pleased, not only with our reveal of the guests, but just the whole setup. Before we, go to that, why don't we talk about some of the guests who we currently have in place, some of the paranormal guests?
Yeah, because we did it before. Last time you were delayed on 3 times on a plane.
I was afraid I wasn't even going to come through that night. It was a 4 delay from early afternoon till late night. It was really excruciating. So you had to carry it without me. But here I'm with you, brother.
Yes, this is important, because I want you to be able to put in your 1.5 cents to some of the people that are going to be coming that you didn't get to last time.
So let's build up to it, because I know from the last time when you announced the paranormal guests, there's a few additions. And
there was a few people we were waiting on to sign. So there was a little bit of a delay. And of course, we don't want to put them up on our website until we know they're in. That way we could try and keep it nice for everybody so they know who's coming, to get them excited to be able to purchase tickets on the website. Of course, just click on the little ticket button on www.ParraConn2ns.org, get your tickets. And of course, get your rooms, because a lot of the people, when you're coming, get a room, roll out of bed, and be at the ParraConn. So that's the best way to look at it.
And part of what we're announcing tonight is I think we're going to announce also the VIP party, what's going on after the convention ends. The past few years, we've been trying to do fun stuff like in Salem. Now we've had the amazing Kreskin perform afterwards. We've gone to the Satanic Temple for events. We really always try to do something very special. And we've also tried to incorporate, a horror element into everything we do. And that's why we have 2 friends visiting us today. We have Bela Lugosi, Dracula, and the Phantom of the Opera, Lon Chaney. just here to listen to what we're going to share, but I don't want to reveal the horror guests just yet. I want to. Can we review the paranormal guests who we've got first?
Yeah, let's do that. You know, of course, I got my handy dandy laptop up, and because I'm 55 now, and my brain has gone to mush, and I can't remember anything. I got to write it down or something.
So many guests. We don't expect you to remember them all. I get it.
Yeah. We got some really good ones this year. I mean, cream of the crop, best at what they do. Best yet, you know, our main one of our main paranormal guests is actually more of a crypto guest, a cryptozoologist. That would be Ken Gerhardt. He's seen on pretty much all the Bigfoot shows and anything to do with that. His current show is The Proof is Out There. That is on the History Channel. But he's been on written numerous books. He's got a lot going on with a documentary right now about Bigfoot that's gaining a lot of traction. So we're going to be excited to have Ken at the show, and very excited about that. And I
love that so many of our guests are also media figures. You know, they're on podcasts. They've been seen on shows. They have their own shows. They're in a lot that adds a lot to it. You know, I really love the fact that so many of them are, you know, personalities beyond just their, you know, the fields that they're going to be talking about and meeting people with. Yeah,
it's great. They're all positive personalities. They bring a lot of that great energy that we like to have at our shows to try and make them world class for everybody. That networking, the guests come, they're excited to see people. And all these people are very excited to talk to the guests when they come, sign autographs, just spend some time with them. We like to keep our ParraConn, you know, nice and tight for everybody, so they do get that time with all the celebrity guests and speakers and all that. So it's important. But one of the other guests that we have coming is a very good friend of mine. I've known him for a long time. He's always been very helpful for me. He's actually the guy that does all my tattoos. Also, he's a tattoo artist. But one of the main things is he is a collector of occult history. He's going to have a whole display there, occult history from the beginning up till now. That would be my good buddy Calvin Von Crush. So he's going to be there. He barely does these things. Usually the only con he does is overseas in Great Britain. So we finally talked him into doing one. I've been asking him for the last 3 years. He finally agreed to do it. And I'm very excited about him being there. I haven't seen him in a while because I guess I haven't needed a tattoo in a while. I might have to get one.
And where's he based out of?
He's actually based out of Connecticut. So I think he could just roll out of his bed at his house and be nearby. I won't tell everybody where he lives, so we don't want people outside of his house. So that would probably be bad.
Does he have a tattoo parlor or business?
Yeah, his actually, I forget what the name of it is, but I know it's in Southington, Connecticut, which of course Southington is famous for the haunting in Connecticut, the house there on Meriden Avenue. His studio is probably within 20 minutes of that house. So you could go get a tattoo and drive by, take some pictures of the haunting in Connecticut house at the same time. So,
but he won't be doing tattoos at the show because we actually have one or two tattoo artists who are going to be there actually doing it live like we had last.
Oh, that's going to be great. And the whole thing is that if you like his art and all that, I know he'll have cards. If you can't get a tattoo right there with our two vendors, really want a celebrity to do your tattoo like Calvin, you know, you could probably hit him up if you're in the area later on at one other time. He'd probably be more than happy to take your info and hook you up with something down the road.
So that's enough. Those two guests are good enough for me. I'm going.
Yeah, there you go. Well, probably the next guest is probably the one that you really want to come and see, because this guy is one of the nicest people in the world. He just has that youthfulness about him. But he is a retired Catholic priest. He is probably best known for his spiritual warfare. He's a consulting priest, of course, for Nesper, PRS, and of course a group called Wardruna that he consults with in cases need that type of religious background and all that. And he's appeared on a ton of shows, most notably Paranormal State. He's been on The Haunted, Haunted Happenings, and just recently on Expedition X, he was on with a case in Rhode Island that they filmed, and he was part of doing a deliverance on the house and a clearing. So that was pretty exciting.
Sounds so serious, but he's a sweetheart. You know, he does the work he does. You wouldn't associate with, you know, his gentle and kind spirit when you meet him in person. Yeah. Really looking forward to having him as a.
You want to know what the other important thing is about Father Bob Bailey?
No,
it's going to be his birthday.
Oh no!
ParraConn. So we're going to have sing him happy birthday, have a big cake. So anybody that loves Father Bob Bailey, make sure you come down, buy a ticket just to wish him happy birthday. You come in and he'll be excited about it. And such a great guy. He does so much for everybody. And currently he's the guy that makes sure that the Warrens the museum is blessed
on
a monthly basis and all that. So he's still part of that.
No, I know the thousands of people who are tuning in really want to hear who our horror guests are. Yeah. And I can't wait to reveal that. So rather than spend like 10 minutes on each guest, give me a quick rundown of who else is joining us.
Oh, yeah. Of course, Carl Johnson. So yes. Demonologist Carl Johnson, who was on Ghost Hunters in the first couple seasons. So awesome guy. Yes. Another guy we got coming, Dave Giuliano, who's a demonologist, of course. Yep, I know, finally. Shadowlands.net was actually the first ever paranormal website on the interwebs, and Dave started that. He has the store you could go get your paranormal equipment at, the Ghost Hunter store, so make sure you go and check that out. Another great person we have, Gothic Victorian actress, author, ghost tour guide, playwright, Leanna Renee Hebert, who's an unbelievable speaker. We're excited to have her. And of course, the man, the myth, the meatball, Mr. Haunted himself, Jimmy Pettinino is going to be there. He's got a brand new book out about cryptids, so make sure you get that. One of my other friends, I really love what she's been doing in the paranormal. One of the stronger people in the paranormal, has been on tons of show. Author Alex Matsu is going to be there.
Yes.
Of course, our great friends, the archivists of troublesome objects themselves, the radicals, Danny and Lauren Perez.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we got our Queen of Darkness, the hostess with the ghostess, Shannon Collins will be there. So we're excited about that. So, and then one of our favorite people and all that, she's been to a lot of our events. She is a practicing witch. She's a reverend of the church up there in Salem and all that. She's in the music business like you are, Charles. So she goes back and forth. Catherine Nadal will be there.
Yeah.
And then one of my favorite people, I've known her for a while. She runs so many things. One of the hardest working women in the paranormal. She's an event organizer like we are. She has a big series that's been picked up that's going to be coming out on TV very soon. Called Hell House. That would be Larissa Rex.
Yay.
So she's going to be there. The next person is one of my favorite people in the whole world. Love of my life. Probably one of the best psychic mediums that I've ever known. Shaman Stacia Wills is going to be there. Of course, by my side, by Charles' side, all helping us out, which is great. Yeah. And then we have our friend. She was voted actually this year best psychic medium in Long Island. Bianca Rose is going to be gracing us with her presence, of course, at Connecticut ParraConn.
I think she's been with us before, but this is the first time as an official guest.
Exactly. She's done so much in the last year and a half and all that. So it's just her filing. It's her time to be showcased. So we're going to bring her on, and it's going to be exciting. One of our other guests, one of my good friends, she has a book coming out, should be ready hopefully by the time Connecticut ParraConn starts. That would be our buddy from up in Salem, the incredible Raven Wolf.
Raven's the best.
And of course, I love Raven so much, and I guess she loves me back because I actually wrote the foreword for her book, so I'm excited for that to come out. So
wow,
I've been writing for everybody but my own book.
I know you're going to be in a lot of books in 2026. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's exciting, and I love when people ask. Writing's one of my favorite things. I started out as a songwriter, So being a songwriter, you tend to pull out the old thesaurus because you don't want everything to sound the same. So I always have my thesaurus by my side when I write because I want to use fancy words and I don't want to use the same word over and over again. I only use words over and over again when I'm talking. Like I'll repeat them over, and Charles knows that. So, yep. Now, one of our other guests and all that we didn't announce last time, he's a New England guy. He's got a huge following. He's a documentary filmmaker, outdoorsman, adventure. He's created over a dozen documentaries on high strangeness across America, UFOs, Bigfoots, cryptids, ghosts, whatever you want to think of. He's a member of the Small Town Monsters. Alexander Petikoff is going to be with us. So I'm excited about that. So he's one of our, the what?
That's a first for us. Yeah. I love that we have, like, the people who repeat are the people who are so beloved that everyone who attends wants them back, and we want them back.
Yeah.
And we've got some new names and new faces, which will really, it's a great mix.
It's good because, Charles, you and I, when we really have guests come in, we want to make sure that the patrons are going to love them and enjoy them, and that, it's a good energy. And it's always been successful, with that type of energy going on. We're excited about it. But probably one of the best people to bring that energy, Charles, besides you as the showman, is our MC for the day, Mike Roser, our buddy, Mr. Paranormal himself. This guy is one of the most intelligent people I think I've ever met. He's always got those deep questions. He's done a lot of documentaries, just all the strange things you could think of he's part of, and he always gives it a good, spin to it. That's something you never thought of. He's always keeping people on their toes, especially when we have panels. So you guys, if you're going to be on a panel and he's on the panel, you better study. So, he's going to ask you the tough questions. Be ready for it. So, those are our paranormal guests.
Yes.
But we're going to have live music too.
Yes.
All right. And one of the people that's going to be doing our live music appeared with us up in Salem last year. They were so well received. They were a great band. They're going to be joining us here in Connecticut this year. They're called Dystopica, Dystopica. Look them up. They got a huge following. So we're excited to have them.
They're going to be the opening act for our evening VIP party, which we're going to come right into. But yeah, we're really glad because a lot of these acts, came with us to Salem, never came to Connecticut before. So that's a big plus. And I know the members of the band and the parent, they're really great people.
Yeah, and that's important. It's another good energy type of, people to have.
Yeah.
It's what we want. That's what we want people to feel when they get there.
Yes.
But, well, probably we'll do first is a certain UFO typey movie that we're going to have people to be able to get a chance to take a look at. Charles, tell them who we have there where people could take pictures in their particular vehicle.
Interestingly enough, I'm trying to get the song up on my phone because I wanted to.
Did I hit you too early?
No, it took forever to load. And what keeps coming up is the film itself. Nice. And if people know the film, they're going to be really excited because the car from a certain film is going to be there. And you mentioned, Alien. You mentioned the fact that people I think they love this film, and there's been sequels to it. I can't bring it up. I'm sorry, Will. I'm trying to get it, but my phone isn't loading. We're going to have the car from Men in Black. Nice. And people will be able to do photo ops. It'll be right outside the entrance, which is cool. We'll probably have some food vendors there, some food trucks. So hopefully it'll be a beautiful day and people will be able to have fun inside and outside. But yeah, have we ever had that at a convention before? Have we ever had one of the vehicles from anything?
No, I think this is the first time we've had a movie vehicle there that appeared in a movie. So it's like a celebrity in its own self, just to be in a vehicle.
So. That's always an attraction. It bothers me. that we've never done it before. I mean, there's so many. You know what? Actually, I take it back. We had the Scooby-Doo van for one day for a few hours at one of our early shows. Yeah, but this was
how did you get that and make it from a cartoon to reality? How did you pull that one off?
It's magical. It's part of what we do. So that's exciting. And are we ready to actually do the reveal? How far are we in? 20 minutes? We've blabbed for 20 minutes without giving the reveal yet, huh?
Of course, we gotta make sure everybody's watching first. Get them all in. Get them all excited. Yes. Build up the cliffhanger. We're waiting. We build up the excitement. But first one we'll do.
Do the first, and I'll do the second.
I'll do the first one because he's a very good friend of mine.
Great.
He's done so much stuff for us lately, and people love this guy. And I'm very excited. He's got a new movie coming out. He just filmed. He's going to be in another horror movie and all that. I'm very excited. Let me just go backwards, okay? He appeared on Stranger Things. He actually recently won a Best Actor award for independent horror film called Forest Through the Trees.
Amazing.
But the most important part being horror is he is one of the most recent movie Jason Voorhees. It's our buddy James Stokes is going to be there for us. Our first horror guest announcement for Connecticut ParraConn, right your way. And you want to know something funny is I want to tell you the little practical joke we pulled off. So Stacia hooked up with an influencer group called Culture Swap. They have over 1 million followers and all that. And we found out they lived in Cleveland where we live. Nice. So she called them up and they wanted to do a thing with a haunted place, and we take them. So it's a white guy and a black guy, and the white guy says, taking my black friend to do white people stuff and vice versa. And they got millions of hits on there, and we wanted to bring them into the paranormal field because Stacia's best friend is the same way. She's been dragging her best friend Gina through the paranormal. So they all hooked up, and we filmed at Haunted Hillview Manor in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. And James Stokes drove up from Tennessee to be with us.
Oh my God.
What we did is we didn't tell the influencers. We had them get up in full Jason garb and hide in the corner. And a keyword came as they come around the corner, and he jumped out, and those guys became the #1 draft picks of the Cleveland Browns. They ran so fast out of there. It was all on film. It was hilarious. The little snippet, they're going to do a longer one, but right now they just had a small, quick snippet online. It's been over 1 million views already on that snippet. So we're pretty excited about that. And James Stokes, everywhere he goes, he brings a crowd, and people just love him. And he talks to everybody, and it's awesome.
And him and his wife is a sweetheart too.
Oh, Sammy Stokes is awesome. She's a beautiful soul, and they're great together. So.
All right, are we ready?
We're ready.
I have to check out all the thousands of people watching and listening. I see them all. I see them all, and they don't know, but we are going to reveal that it's another Friday the 13th themed guest.
Yeah.
We probably should have announced this yesterday because yesterday was the 13th, but you know what? We waited till it was on the website, and we waited till everything was ready to go 100%. And I'm so glad and so honored that an old friend of mine who I've known from other events, from other conventions, together in so many places, the first Jason ever, the original Jason Voorhees. And we don't want to give away the ending of the movie if anyone's never seen it, but he's the one. Yeah. You'll see him on
free mask,
right? Free mask. Before Jason had a mask, Ari Lemon was the Jason. He's the first Jason, undisputably. And not only is he an actor, not only is he a personality, he'll be there signing autographs, taking pictures. He'll sign your Jason masks. He'll have a lot of stuff with him, but he's also a rock musician, and his band, full band, rock and roll, heavy metal, is called First Jason.
Yes.
And they are headlining our VIP party post-convention. So we're having the convention at the Clarion Inn Hotel, North Haven, Connecticut. A few blocks away is this magnificent, beautiful restaurant. I don't think they know what they're in for, called Volo, and we're VOLO in North Haven. We're doing our after party there. People can eat dinner, they can have drinks, they can mingle, they can schmooze. But Destapica is going to be the opening act. First Jason is going to be performing. It's a rare opportunity to see him during the day at the convention, get autographs, take pictures, sign memorabilia. We'll get him on stage talking about, what it was like being the first Jason with the makeup and all that. And then we'll get to see him at night in his element, rocking out with the band First Jason and his bass player named Bass Amp. That's the bass player's name.
Wow. How did his parents know?
It's crazy because, I started out being a horror guy first. And, you've been paranormal your whole life, true crime, all that stuff. And we have the perfect blend as the shaman and the showman as a team. But we also try to bring that blend to the events we do. Everything has an element of spookiness to it, a little scare, whatever. But now what we started at the Salem convention was the paranormal and horror convention. And we've had guests who fit the bill, Texas Chainsaw Massacre guests, and so on. But we never really did that with the ParraConn in Connecticut until last year, where we kind of eased everyone in with our friend Eddie Munster, Butch Patrick. And that's not really scary, but it's still the same genre. The Munsters were monsters. But this is the first time we're actually, going with a actual horror guy who just really fits so many bills. First, he's a great guy. Secondly, he'll be there as a special guest. But then thirdly, he'll be able to perform at night and people get to see the concert. So July 11th, in North Haven, Connecticut, CT ParraConn is so special. I'm so excited about it. And, people should buy their tickets now. The website, we can tell everyone, thanks to Melissa Sarfine and Chaotic Goods, is live. It's on.
Live.
You can Google right now, ParraConn with 2Ns.org and go to the website. And you will see our guests are up there and the car is up there and all the things we've just added are there. Plus the links if you want to stay over at the hotel, plus the links if you want to get tickets now.
Well, there's still some other stuff we left on the table and all that. So when you go to the website, just so you know, if you want to get your business or your group out there a little bit more, Charles and I know it's Connecticut ParraConn is a shaman and showman event, but we still believe in our hearts it's the best event of the summer. A lot of eyes are on it and all that. And if you want eyes on your company or group, we are doing sponsorships this year, which is something we haven't done before. Yes. We really believe in our businesses that take part in all our groups and all that. We want them to get, a little bit more eagle eye on them. So there's a bronze, silver, gold, and platinum membership that you could grab onto. It tells you all the things that you receive for being a sponsor, and our thank you to you. Some of those are the VIP party, which is worth it right there out of any of them to get and be able to see First Jason and Destapica opening up for him. Again, I think the best part of this is the little theme we have. We have the first and the latest Jason.
That's great.
All the same ParraConn.
I don't think that's ever been done before. The original first Jason plus the most current Jason. I think people are going to really jump to the opportunity of taking photo ops with both of them. And that's
both of them at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's something, there's conventions that make a big deal and do a pro op and, you pay a fortune and you get the shot with them. You just take, you just ask them and whatever they charge you to do that, you do that. But we'll definitely give people the opportunity to have the two of them together and people taking pictures of them together. We'll probably have their booths next to each other, I think.
Yeah. How about this? How about this? We should raffle off a prize that whoever wins gets to take a picture with both Jasons at the Men in Black car.
Oh, that's great. They'll get all the best of some of the features there.
Them all in there, And yeah, I mean, again, it's. I know last year we had a ton of special guests. This year, a little bit less for the purpose to make sure that you have more of an opportunity. It's always the best, you know.
Yeah.
We want to give you the best quality, and every year we always give you something different. And this year we want to give you, you know,
Quality,
two
quality.
Jasons, you know.
Yeah. You know, it's ParraConn, and P stands for paranormal, but it also stands for positivity. You know,
Yeah.
people come to the show, walk away smiling. It's no meanness. There's no ego. There's no, you know, backbiting. We want everyone to have a great time, and I think we've succeeded with that. And the next time we do this,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to talk about a book reveal, but we're going to save that because there's going to be a launch at the convention. So we'll save that for next time. I think
that's gonna be fun.
A nice tight half hour here of exciting stuff with our great Friday the 13th reveal. First Jason and the most current Jason, Ari Lehman, and also James Stokes. So exciting.
Oh my God, it's gonna be so great. But remember, www. right down there, ParraConn2ends.org. Click on the tickets, a little golden ticket, Willy Wonka style. The Clarion Hotel, click on rooms. It'll take you to the site, get your discounted room. They're going to go fast. Of course, you know, the Men in Black car, like Charles says, we got the first and the most recent Jason. And then all your paranormal guests, from cryptozoologists to haunted collectors to occult collectors and Catholic priests and exorcisms and demonologists and anything you can think of.
And all our great vendors. We've got vendors who are going to be there. Psychics and readers and artists and artisans and on and on and on. You know, Margaret Schultz and Rosalie. I think we can go on with all our vendors, but I don't want to because we leave anyone out. Yeah. Have a great full ballroom of guests and great vendors and psychics and readers and authors. Yeah. Just ParraConn, get your tickets now.
Yeah. And anybody out there that is a vendor, I think we still have maybe a couple spots left.
I don't know. Maybe 2 spots left. Yeah.
Okay. So we want to make sure we fill those because it's always lucrative and all that. And one thing Charles and I always talk about, without vendors, we don't have a show. So we want the best of the vendors there. And we really appreciate all that join us and enjoy the day, because that's why we usually do our talks, so the vendors don't miss what the celebrities have to say. I think we were one of the first cons to do it where they could hear what they have to say and not miss anything. But maybe not this time around, I guess. I don't know. We're going to be.
I absolutely think we're going to have this one of these sliding convention folding doors.
Oh, so okay.
You go in and out, in and out, in and out, but it won't completely be heard in the vendor's room like it normally is. Yeah.
That's okay. I usually say stuff and make myself look like an idiot anyways. So
no, never.
Well, I haven't seen the facility yet, believe it or not. I know Charles has, you know, and the great thing about it is we do everything. We're all over the place, both of us, trying to make all these things happen. So Charles and I haven't talked in a while, but it's great that we're here now, and we're giving you everything we can to make sure Connecticut ParraConn's great. You know who else is going to be at ParraConn?
No, don't tell me the Big D.
The Big D. Dickie the Dinosaur is going to be at Connecticut ParraConn. You could get your picture taken with Dickie, and guess what? You might be able to purchase your own Dickie to have for yourself. But the great thing about Dickie, he's the paranormal dinosaur. Like, if you tap him, he changes colors. So he's actually a piece of paranormal equipment. In theory, if a spirit taps it, it changes colors. So we know we might have a spirit. So that's another exciting thing. And there's going to be Dickie the Dinosaur stickers, and of course, Shaman and the Showman stickers, all kinds of merchandise and all that. And, you know, with horror, paranormal, crypto, everything you could think, cryptozoologist. Of course, Charles and I are going to be there. So Charles being a music guy, Beatles stuff and all that. And on top of that, my background in true crime, Profiled. Make sure you guys don't miss that this Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join us as we profile the minds of serial killers. So make sure you're there for that.
Where can we tune that in?
right where we are right now on All Access Network Television. It's the best network here on the social medias, on YouTube, Facebook. They have other things coming up very soon that they're going to be have some other platforms that they're going to be streaming onto, which is very exciting. The network is growing because of you guys that watch and all the other people that are on doing their podcasts. A lot of great people, a lot of great shows, just like we're doing right now. Bringing this reveal to you guys is much appreciated to the network for allowing us to do that and bring you the first and the most recent Jason and all our paranormal peeps, vendors, music bands, crazy Men in Black cars from movies. So we got the whole smorgasbord for you this year.
Thank you so much to Gwen. Thank you, Thomas, for co-hosting with me and being able to elaborate on all the great stuff we have. Go to Hi Raven. We love you too and can't wait to see you at the show, if not sooner.
Yes.
ParraConn with 2Ns.org. Go there now. Get your tickets. www.parracon.org. There's a lot of posts about it on Facebook. Please share and just bring a lot of people with you.
Yeah, I guess let's bring Gwen back out and we'll slowly.
Hey guys. Hey.
Yep.
And I'll be there. Or the plan
Gwen is actually going to come, Charles. So you know. So we might have to put a little All Access Network TV with her smiling face next to it. So she's the other guest, the other secret guest we didn't tell you about. We wanted to wait for her to come up and tell you. So she'll probably be hanging out with me at the
absolutely
the table and all that, having Wardruna and All Access Network Television together, and of course the Shaman and the Showman as you enter the building and. You know, for the people that are lazy and want to get tickets at the last second when they can buy them, I think it's usually cheaper beforehand, isn't it, Charles?
Always, yeah. It's usually another $5 at the door. I understand people want to wait, see how the weather is, or they want to wait, you know, make sure they don't have other plans. But get them now. You get them now. Yep. It gives us more funds to get to better programming, you know, to make the event of a higher caliber.
And I just went to the website twice on my computer and my phone, and it is there. It is up, and it looks good. Looks really good.
Yeah. Remember, if you want to sponsor the event, because it does have a lot of eyes on it, your business, your group, to get more eyes on it and all that. And you get a lot of good freebies once you donate to your certain level. So we're excited about that this year, too.
We should plug Chaotic Goods. Because Melissa really works hard on our graphics, on our images, on our website, and all the social media. And she's available, you know, to people out there who might want a website or might want a logo or whatever else. So you can look her up through Chaotic Goods, or get in touch with any of the three of us, and we'll make sure that happens.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And as soon as you guys have the ad out, we'll start playing it on the network.
Yep, we got to get our little commercial ad like last year so we could advertise through the network. And hopefully if Melissa's watching, she hears that and she's on top of that because she always is. So we love the work that she does, and she's a great person and she's part of our team. So it's Shaman and the Showman, but she's still part of that. So
absolutely.
Yep.
Thank you again, everyone. And we can't wait to see everyone July 11th, ParraConn.org. at the Clarion Inn Hotel, North Haven, Connecticut.
Exactly. And of course, I'll be bringing it up every time you see me on Profile at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the network, All Access Network Television. Don't miss us on Thursday. So anytime information comes up, you'll hear it direct from me on the show, just to keep you guys updated. But just go to the site, www.ParraConn2Ns.org, if you miss anything.
All right, guys. Is that it?
Right.
That it?
Down the rabbit hole again.
There you go. I don't know what else we can talk about. That is awesome. But all right, close us out, Tom.
All right, down the rabbit hole again.
All right, thanks everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
See you.